folks, welcome back to the channel. This is the ABC Journeyman. I am the Custard Prophet, and we're back here for our second episode with club number 9, which is Coventry City. We're playing our old team today, Bristol Rovers, in, I don't know, it's not a grudge match because I really enjoyed it with Bristol Rovers, but they haven't started so well. On the other hand, we've started infinitely better than I expected. Right, folks, yes. So we are 11 games into the season, and we've picked up a very creditable 18 points, goal difference of 3, and we'll be playing Bristol Rovers today. Form has been absolutely spectacular in considering we were playing this tiki-taka formation. I've not changed it beyond making the right back a wing back from a full back, but this is where we are with it. It's very, very good. Very, very excited with what this can bring going forward, because we are still lacking the players, really. We could certainly recruit with this formation in mind, but we've got some real quality in this, just very little backup. This is the results over the last month or two since we were together. We've gone on quite a distance. You can see we have been knocked out of the Carabao Cup, but that was against Premier League Leeds, and we gave them a good go. We beat Grimsby in the first round 2-0. Leo with a couple of goals, 1 minute apart. They had a sending off a little bit later. It was pretty open and shut game. But then against Leeds, we were surprisingly good. We actually took the lead. We were 2-1 up with Van Rijswijk with a goal. Leeds were the better side, yes, but we gave them a bit of a shock, and actually that's the most goals we've conceded. Outside of that, we've taken some really good victories. We won away at Peterborough, Van Rijswijk with the goal. We drew against West Brom, which I think is a really good result. He got another goal in that, with Leo getting the other one. Away against Blackpool, very good 0-0 draw. But we are peppering it with the odd defeat and odd poor performance. As Bristol City, I thought we would do better here. They were, we certainly created the chances, but we just were not able to finish them off in this game. But it didn't last long. We went away against Southend. At that point, we were just slipping down close-ish to the relegation zone, which was a bit of a worry. So this run we've been on has really put that right. Against Southend or Van Rijswijk, and Charlie Allen scoring the loanee. A home draw against Luton, maybe a little disappointing, but then picked up a 2-0 victory against Crawley, who were doing well in the league. Van Rijswijk and Liddell this time. Watford away was difficult. Liddell got another goal, but we fell to a 3-1 defeat. But we've now just put 2 back-to-back victories one against high-flying Oxford, Land and Liddell, and then Burnley at home, Allen and Van Rijswijk. In both games, we were 1-0 down, and we pulled it back to win the game. And today we're playing Bristol Rovers, which, I mean, I guess we would expect them to be struggling, and they are. They're not doing terribly well, but they're just not scoring any goals, which is the problem, which is it's a little bit sad to see, because I don't think they're capable of staying up. You can see it's a very, very similar team to the one that I put together in the pre-season. What they have done is completely taken apart the central defence, and Alveca and Neto they brought in as 2 central defenders, neither of whom are particularly tall. It's a strange one, because I think Beach is a very, very good player. He was who I was going to build the defence around if I was still there. But we're not still there, and we are going to be playing them today. A couple of other things to note. We brought in 1 additional player since we were last together. Lewis Hughes is a right back. He's on loan for Everton. I think he looks really good. He's slightly more defensive in his mindset. He wants to play as a wing back, and that's why we basically changed things around. So the right back spot would be a wing back. And he's come in, and he's got a 6.9 average rating, very, very solid. And you can see across the board some good performances. Scott D, the loanee, coming in, really happy with how he's started off. Robert Allen doing well as well, and you can see some other good performances throughout the team. Van Rijswijk has been scoring the goals, 5 in 11. It's not prolific, but he's ahead of his XG, and we don't create that many chances. But the really good thing about this formation is it doesn't concede chances either. We're not scoring a lot, but we're not conceding a lot. Games are a little bit on the dull side, but we are passing teams to death, and then we just work a few openings, and some of them are quite good. So the supporters are really, really happy with the way we're doing. The board are pretty happy. One of the things they have asked us to do is to develop players using the club's youth system. So we have asked them if we can improve youth recruitment, and we're waiting on their response for that. So hopefully they allow us to do that. And I think the one other change to the squad that relates to that is Andreas Matheson. We were really struggling with options on the left side, and we had this guy sitting in our reserves. So he's a 20-year-old Dane. I don't think he's come through he has come through the Southampton youth system. I think we have to give him a go, don't we? Try and develop him as Lidl's backup, because there is literally no one else who can play there. Right, folks, let's go and play a game. We have an injury to Harvey Davis, our first choice goalkeeper. So we're having to put Daniello Schilling in, who has come from Brackley. I don't remember this guy. Were we at Brackley at this point? I can't remember. We must have done. That must have been our goalkeeper at the time, because we got them promoted to the Vanarama North, and we left that season. So yeah, he must have been our goalkeeper at the last point. So yeah, we know him. We know him not very well, but we know him. We can't even remember him, but we still know him. Right, let's see what we can do. It's gonna be, don't expect fireworks here, but we get it done. I'm just not certain whether Schilling is going to be a good enough goalkeeper. Right, this would be to get 3 wins on the trot. We certainly haven't done that. We hadn't done 2 wins on the trot, so that would be very nice and potentially could put us into the playoff picture. So already at the back, Schilling's just playing out to D. Just sensible play at the back here. Peters inside to Allen. To Flint. Back to Allen. Creating a chance. Lovely little bit of play. Oh, he should have scored. Van Rijswijk absolutely should have scored that. But good goalkeeping from the new guy I bought in. So we've got a corner. And yeah, we haven't... Ooh, are you going to have a shot from there? No. Well, it's a chance down the other end. 22 minutes gone. Dog's excited. Oh, it's a lovely ball in. And it's in. It's Fogg at the far post. Although it's been flagged for offside. It has been disallowed. No VAR. I think they're a little unlucky there. Yeah, no, he should have made that run better, because that was a chance for him. Well, half time. As I said, not much going on. There was a chance each. They did have the ball in the back of the net, but this has been very much the story of games. Not many chances, but we've just done enough each time just to get through them. Right, well, 63 minutes on the clock, and it looks like it might be a chance again for Rovers. You just got to wonder whether actually this type of play is not maybe the one or the type of play that works best for us. Oh, off the post. Well done, goalkeeper. Well, here's Allen. Oh, the other Allen almost finds the net. It was a comfortable save for Whelan in the end. So we've got the ball here. Not sure if we're creating something. It's just lovely passing movement when we get going. Oh, almost. It's just finding those passes. It very much feels like an Arsenal team, doesn't it? When they're sort of just trying to back in the early noughties, where they just tried to break teams down with just aggressive passing, and just never quite could find that final ball. But Yeah, I mean, it's an even old game, this is. And, yeah, we've picked it up at the back, and that's fine. Peters. Back to D. Land, who has just come on. And here's Land, looking for the pass, doesn't go for it, and then they've gone for the long ball, which is very good. Van Rijswijk and Leo, is he onside? Is he onside? I think it's given. Leo, right place, right time. He has also just come on. We had a double substitution, and yeah, this is just about doing enough. Van Rijswijk probably should have had 2, but Leo, just in an onside position, does well, and we've taken the lead there. Very nice. So maybe another opportunity. D looking for the pass, finds Land, a little bit more space here. Van Rijswijk, and he deflects into the goalkeeper's hand. He's not had the best day. He's 3 pretty good chances. I'd have thought he would have put one of these away, but he's not. Knock over the top there. 84 minutes on the clock. Well, there we go. It's not the most exciting game, but XG says we had 2 glorious chances, and we didn't. We only took one of them. I fully agree with that. Van Rijswijk probably should have got himself a goal earlier in the game. I thought Bristol Rovers played pretty well in the game overall. They created some chances, maybe not the best chance, and they did have the ball in the back of the net, but it wasn't quite onside. Well, it was miles offside, but a better run from Fogg, and that could have been a very different story. But we've taken a 3rd win, and again, we're not fluid. But we're just getting things done. We're getting things done, and let's see what that does for our position in the league. We could be in the playoff places, unbelievably. No, we're not, but we are on the same points as others in the playoff position now. So we are getting ever closer, which is very, very exciting. Really, really happy with the current run we're on at the minute. And I think Bristol Rovers, you think, well, actually, they created enough to make me think that, you know, they could collect points, and I don't see them finishing bottom of the league at all. I think they'll collect points and do. I think it's going to be hard for them, but I'm hoping to see them competitive at least. So that's very good, and we're still on that really good run of form. So we are going to come back, perhaps not quite as far along as the last time. Maybe for the Crystal Palace game away looks an interesting one. We seem to be quite good away from home, so yeah, hopefully we can kind of continue things in the same way we're doing at the minute, and we'll see how things go beyond there. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel things are going, what I should be focusing on. What do you think there's any hope for us to get in those playoff positions from what you've just seen? It's hard to say. I feel at some point we're going to drop off, and I think a couple of injuries to the wrong players will be in all sorts of trouble. But at the moment, that's not happening. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.